Imagine being 13 years old. You upload your very first YouTube video. You spend hours editing it. You click publish. Then you wait. 1 hour passes, 2 hours. By the end of the day, only 7 people have watched your video. 3 of those views are probably your own. Most kids would
What's up,
never
guys?
upload another
This is
video,
it, the very
but one
first
boy looked
episode.
at
I'm
those 7
excited to
views
finally get
and
this
imagined
started.
7 million. That boy's name was Jimmy Donaldson. Years later, the world would know him by a different name, MrBeast. Today, billions of people have watched his videos. He has given away millions of dollars. He has built businesses worth hundreds of millions. He has become one of the most recognized creators on Earth. But none of that happened overnight, before the private islands, before the million-dollar challenges, before the record-breaking subscribers. There was just one teenager sitting alone in a small bedroom with an old computer, a cheap microphone, and one impossible dream. This is the story of how that dream became reality. Chapter 1. A small-town dream. Jimmy Donaldson was born on May 7th, 1998 in Greenville, North Carolina. It wasn't Hollywood, it wasn't New York, it wasn't Silicon Valley. It was an ordinary American town. Nothing about his surroundings suggested that one of the biggest internet stars in history would come from there. As a child, Jimmy wasn't famous. He wasn't the smartest student in school. He wasn't the richest kid either, but he had something unusual: curiosity. Whenever he became interested in something, he didn't just enjoy it. He became obsessed with understanding it. That habit would later change his entire life. In the early 2000s, YouTube was still growing. Most adults thought it was just a website for funny cat videos. Very few people believed it could become a real career. Jimmy believed otherwise. Every afternoon after school, he rushed home, turned on his computer, and opened YouTube, while everyone else simply watched videos. Jimmy studied them. He noticed the thumbnails. He compared titles. He watched audience reactions. He wanted to understand something nobody around him cared about. Why do some videos get millions of views while others disappear forever? That single question became an obsession. Chapter 2, the first upload. At just 13 years old, Jimmy finally stopped dreaming. He pressed the upload button. His first videos weren't cinematic masterpieces. They were simple. Gaming videos, Minecraft, Call of Duty. Small commentaries, nothing extraordinary. The editing wasn't perfect, the audio wasn't great. Sometimes the videos barely reached double-digit views, but every upload taught him something new. Instead of thinking, "Nobody's watching," he thought, "What can I improve?" That mindset separated him from thousands of other creators. Every failure became a lesson, every mistake became an experiment, and every new upload was just another step towards something bigger. For most people, success is exciting, failure is painful, but Jimmy Donaldson saw things differently. To him, failure wasn't the end, it was information. Every video that didn't perform well taught him something new. He began keeping mental notes. Maybe the title was too boring. Maybe the thumbnail wasn't interesting enough. Maybe the first 30 seconds weren't exciting. Without realizing it, he was teaching himself skills that no school offered. While other teenagers spent weekends hanging out, Jimmy spent weekends editing, late at night. His bedroom light stayed on long after everyone else had gone to sleep. The computer screen reflected in his eyes as he watched the same video again and again, looking for tiny mistakes, a pause that was too long, a boring intro, a joke that wasn't funny. He became his own harshest critic. Most creators upload a video and move on. Jimmy uploaded a video, then studied it like a scientist. He wasn't trying to make one viral video. He was trying to understand the science behind virality itself. The obsession grew. As the years passed, his channel slowly gained subscribers, not thousands, not even hundreds every day. Sometimes only a few people subscribed in an entire week, but every new subscriber meant something incredible. A complete stranger had chosen to watch him. That thought motivated him even more. He started talking with other small YouTubers. Together they discussed one thing for hours: the algorithm. Nobody completely understood how YouTube worked, but Jimmy wanted to figure it out. Some nights, he and his friends stayed awake until sunrise discussing thumbnails, click-through rates, audience retention, and watch time. These conversations lasted for hours. To outsiders, it sounded boring. To Jimmy, it was fascinating. He believed that if he understood YouTube better than anyone else, success would eventually come. People started doubting him. Not everyone supported his dream. Some classmates laughed, others asked, "Why waste your time making videos nobody watches?" Even many adults believed YouTube could never become a real career. After all, how could someone earn a living by uploading videos online? Jimmy heard those opinions, but he didn't let them stop him. Instead, they pushed him harder. Every negative comment became fuel. Every doubt became motivation. He quietly promised himself, one day, they'll understand. The sacrifice. As high school continued, Jimmy faced a difficult choice. Most students focused on college applications. Jimmy focused on YouTube. Whenever he had free time, he wasn't watching movies. He wasn't going to parties. He wasn't wasting hours scrolling through social media. He was learning, testing, improving, uploading, repeating. His entire life revolved around one goal: become the best YouTuber in the world. At that moment, it sounded impossible. But impossible dreams have a strange way of becoming reality when someone refuses to quit.
For nearly 5 years, Jimmy uploaded videos that almost nobody watched. Think about that for a moment. 5 years. Thousands of hours spent recording, editing, uploading, only to receive a handful of views. Most creators would have given up long before then. Jimmy didn't. Instead, he asked himself one question every single day. What can I do that nobody else is doing? That question changed everything. Trying everything. Jimmy stopped worrying about making perfect videos. Instead, he started experimenting. One week he would upload gaming content. The next week he would make funny commentary. Then he tried reaction videos. He even created videos estimating how much money famous YouTubers earned. Some people loved them, some people hated them. But every upload taught him something. One day, he noticed something important. People didn't always click on the best video, they clicked on the most interesting idea. That realization completely changed the way he thought. From that moment on, the idea became more important than the camera, more important than the editing, more important than everything else. The crazy experiments. Jimmy began asking himself strange questions. What if someone counted to 100,000? What if someone watched the same video for hours? What if someone did something so ridiculous that people simply had to click? Most people laughed at those ideas. They sounded pointless, they sounded boring. But Jimmy believed something different. He believed that curiosity was one of the strongest emotions on the internet. If people became curious, they would click. And if the video kept them entertained, they would stay. 40 hours of counting. Then came the challenge that almost nobody would attempt. Jimmy decided to count from 1 all the way to 100,000. No shortcuts, no skipping numbers, just counting, hour after hour. His voice became tired. His body became exhausted. His friends thought he was crazy. Who would watch someone count for hours? But Jimmy wasn't thinking like everyone else. He wasn't making a normal video. He was making something people had never seen before. After more than 40 hours of recording, the video was finally complete. He uploaded it. Then he waited. At first, nothing happened, just like his earlier videos. But then something changed. People started sharing it. Friends sent it to friends. News websites talked about it. Millions of viewers couldn't believe someone had actually done it. For the first time in his life, Jimmy experienced what every creator dreams about: a truly viral video, a new beginning. The views kept climbing, thousands, hundreds of thousands, then millions. The subscriber count began rising faster than ever before. After years of silence, the internet had finally noticed him. But Jimmy knew something important. One viral video wasn't enough. Many creators become famous once, then disappear forever. He wanted something much bigger. He wanted to build a channel that could stay at the top for years. So instead of celebrating, he went back to work. He opened his notebook and wrote down everything he had learned, because in his mind, this wasn't the finish line, it was only the beginning. The success of the counting video changed Jimmy's life, but not in the way most people imagine. Millions of views did not instantly make him rich. Instead, it gave him something even more valuable: proof. For the first time, Jimmy knew that his strategy worked. People didn't just want good videos, they wanted videos that felt impossible to ignore. From that day forward, he made himself a promise. Every new video has to be better than the last one. No exceptions, risking everything. As his channel slowly grew, companies started offering small sponsorship deals. For many creators, this would have been payday. Buy a new car, upgrade the house, enjoy the money. Jimmy had a different plan. He looked at every dollar he earned, not as income, but as fuel. Instead of keeping the money, he poured almost all of it back into his videos: better cameras, better editing, bigger ideas, higher production quality. His friends thought he was crazy. Why spend everything? Jimmy smiled. Because the next video has to be impossible to ignore. The first big giveaway. One day, Jimmy had an idea that sounded completely insane. What if I gave someone thousands of dollars or what's on camera? At the time, almost nobody on YouTube was doing that. People expected creators to make money, not give it away. Jimmy handed a stranger a huge amount of cash. The person's reaction was genuine: shock, disbelief, tears. Viewers weren't just watching someone receive money, they were watching a life change in real time. The comments exploded. "This is the nicest YouTuber I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like this. Please make more videos." Jimmy had discovered something powerful. People loved watching generosity, not because of the money, but because of the emotions it created. A different kind of creator. From that moment on, MrBeast wasn't just another YouTuber. He became known as the creator who made impossible things happen. Every upload had to answer one question: how can we make this even bigger? One video. He tipped pizza delivery drivers with huge amounts of cash. Another video, he surprised strangers with expensive gifts. Then, he gave away cars, computers, gaming consoles, even houses. Every upload felt like an event. Viewers never knew what to expect next, and that unpredictability kept them coming back. Building a team. Jimmy soon realized something important. He couldn't build this dream alone. The bigger the videos became, the more help he needed. So he surrounded himself with people who believed in the same vision. Friends became teammates, teammates became family. They spent countless hours planning challenges and testing ideas and solving problems that had never been solved before. Sometimes a single video took weeks of preparation, sometimes months, but Jimmy never accepted good enough. If something wasn't perfect, he started over, again and again, until it was exactly how he imagined it. The formula was working. Every upload broke another record. 1 million views, 5 million, 10 million, then hundreds of millions. People around the world began recognizing one simple fact. When MrBeast uploaded, Something incredible was about to happen, but Jimmy wasn't satisfied because in his mind, he hadn't reached the top yet. He believed the biggest videos in YouTube history still hadn't been made, and he intended to create them himself. The channel was growing faster than ever before. Every new upload reached millions of people. Sponsors were calling. Brands wanted to work with him. For the first time in his life, Jimmy had real money, but instead of asking, "How much can I keep?" he asked, "How much can I risk?" That question became the foundation of everything MrBeast would build. Every dollar had a mission. Most creators celebrated success by buying expensive cars, luxury watches, or giant mansions. Jimmy did something completely different. Whenever money arrived, it disappeared almost immediately, not because he wasted it, but because he invested it into the next video. His philosophy was simple. If this video earns $100,000, the next one should look like it cost $150,000. His friends were shocked. "You should save some of it." Jimmy smiled. "The videos come first." It sounded risky, but he believed something powerful. The audience could tell the difference between an ordinary video and an unforgettable one. So every upload became larger, more ambitious, more cinematic, more impossible. Learning from every mistake. Not every idea became a hit. Some videos performed below expectations. Some challenges looked exciting during planning, but felt boring after filming. Whenever that happened, Jimmy never blamed YouTube. He blamed the process. His team would sit together for hours, watching the finished video, stopping every few seconds, asking difficult questions. Where does the audience get bored? Which joke wasn't funny? What made viewers click away? Every answer became a lesson. Every lesson made the next upload stronger. This constant improvement separated MrBeast from thousands of other creators. He wasn't chasing luck. He was building a system, the team's mission. By now, the small bedroom where Jimmy once edited videos alone had turned into a busy workplace. Editors, camera operators, writers, producers, everyone worked toward one goal: create the best video on YouTube. There were no shortcuts. Sometimes they filmed for days. Sometimes a single challenge had to be restarted because it wasn't exciting enough. Jimmy often repeated the same sentence: "If I wouldn't watch this video, why should anyone else?" That mindset pushed everyone around him to work harder. Thinking years ahead. Most creators planned one upload at a time. Jimmy planned years ahead. He kept notebooks filled with ideas. Some were simple, some sounded completely impossible. Building giant obstacle courses, giving away private islands, renting entire stadiums, creating games with life-changing prizes. At first, those ideas seemed impossible, but Jimmy refused to delete them. Instead, he wrote one word beside each idea: later, because he believed that if he kept improving, one day, nothing would be impossible anymore, the beginning of a legend without realizing it. Jimmy had stopped being just another YouTuber. He was becoming something much bigger. Every upload inspired thousands of young creators. People around the world began asking the same question: how does MrBeast keep making every video better than the last? The answer wasn't magic. It wasn't luck.